Yo, what is going, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Pillar. Today, you know what time it is. Another build video time. So, probably have like a good idea is usually I'm gonna get like around like level 90-ish, and then make the build there probably like 80s to 90s. Those last like points in the skill trees, take a lot to level up and get everything. So this isn't gonna be a level 100 build video, but I know you guys are smart enough if you're level 90 or 80 to be able to finish it off by yourself. So you can pick and choose what you want. This is going to be what I'm running at the moment. So this is going to be a lightning mage build. I really saw a lot of snipers, I saw melee guys, saw a bunch of arsonists, but I never saw like lightning boys. I saw a couple of lightning boy builds, but this build I wanted to make myself because I love making builds. So let me show you what I cooked up. First things first. Obviously, I'm going mini damage up the spell tree here for just mini damage up there. And then left side over here to get more mini damage over there. Now, these extra nodes I've got right here, I believe this is just to have enough intelligence for my level 20 Storm Mage. My level 20 Storm Mage takes 205 int. I'm at 206. Just a perfect value. You could probably get rid of maybe like a point there, maybe a point there, maybe like 3 points right there if you get more int on your setup in your build. But this is a pretty pricey build. If you want to know, it's going to be pricey. So, going up there, minion damage. Going over here, more minion damage. As you can see, we're basically just going for all damage. Over here, we're going for a shield because obviously we're going to be using shield and Grim Feast. Shield there, shield there. Going over here, extend and get gem. Go through here, no nodes right here. Or basically just max life, attack, speed, increase damage, and then, node for the gem slot. You probably notice that I do not get the revive fasters because you guys just kill everything so quick. They don't need to be revived. And if they do die, your cleric or whatever usually heals it up, whatever. Going over here, more damage and everything. Remember, we don't get this at all because we are lightning boys. Lightning boys do not do physical damage. They do lightning damage. Up here, over here, this is where you're going to be like, what the fuck? So, I know that you lose DPS from this amulet. The reason I'm not losing DPS, let me rephrase that. You could, instead of this amulet, you would be using this amulet. +3 level of all minion skills, which does give you a massive boost. But what I did is I wanted that skill speed, right? Because going through maps and everything, I noticed they were casting a little bit slower than I wanted. So with this skill speed increase, their attack speed goes up significantly, 30%, if it's perfect, obviously. And then they die, like mapping's way easier. Like stuff just instantly just gets killed. Like right in the vicinity of the guys, gone, all right? So I got rid of damage for cast speed because it's easier to proc like, you'll see in a little bit when I do this boss fight, when you do the electrocution stun build up, and then that's how I basically cheese every boss. And then it's just so much easier for mapping. I was testing out with the +2 minion skills. It's nice, but they're just so slow. So that's why I didn't like that. So again, that's why I did that. So that's why we're using the amulet there. Going up here, reservation, increasing minion damage again. Probably like, when you get, I'm level 90, got 10 more levels, probably get life, and then more shield. Going over here, we want to mind over matter because, again, this is just another health pool. We got shield, health, and then mana, more life. And then swinging all the way down here, we got elemental res, damage, and life there. Might as well go for that 1 point. It's a free socket jewel. Usually what I like to consider jewels is like minions deal 13% damage. Well, that's a point over here, right? That's a 12% point. That's basically using a one whole level up. And then debuffs, attack speed, etc. I all of these consider this like a point. So if you get like a nice 5 out of 5 gem, that's 5 points basically that you just gained, like 5 attribute points. That's how I look at it in my eyes. I'm a little bit new POE player, so I don't know. Gems are always a thing, but probably are. But that's how I look at it. So, and then over here, instead of going up through this node, which we lose points, we just swing down here because we're already, this is like a nice intersection, so we can get this, and all that. So then we got all that there. We did not get that yet, but we will definitely get that. That's insane value. And then probably, I think cooldown recovery rate would be good for our healer boys. And then, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm building, alright, fine. I did this last. Nope, I'm at the boss. He can suck it. So, that's all that skill tree. Now, if you want to see my DPS right now, I'm sure you guys are interested. Level 35, DPS 420, 42,000. You can get a little bit more. And what I opted, this is where it gets scary. Look at my res, not that good, right? Lightning res is decent. Fire res, cold res, chaos res, dog shit. So what you need to do though, and why this build's gonna be so expensive, is because right here, these 2 rings are a must for this build. If you're not using the 2 rings, I would say use the +3 level of minion skills, okay? But the reason we're using these rings is because you see, +1 level of all lightning skills. Now our lightning boys are lightning skills. And as you can see, this gives us lightning res, so that's why my lightning res is so high. So on my gloves and my helm, and then the chest piece, that's basic, and then the belt, obviously. Those are the 4 slots left you only have for this build for res. So that's why I said it gets expensive. And then on this one, you see I have Dex and Int on. So I would need Dex, Int, Rarity, and then theoretically, I would do res, and then shield, which would be, that's like divs on divs, alright? So then this one, obviously fire res, cold res, lightning res, that's good. You want triple res belt. I don't even know if you can get quad res, but that's that. The sandals right here for undead minions have 22% reduced reservation, so that's, you have 22% more spirit basically. They're just gonna cost less for your minions, so you get more minions, equals more damage. And then I'm using the club, which gives you +3 of minion skills. But if you get the +4 and you corrupt it and you hit, that's like 50 divine. So that's why, obviously down the road, way down the road, we'll get the +1 level minion skills. And then right here, the +5 of all the minion skills. So obviously bump up all the minion skills as you can, lightning for the skills, and then more minion skills here, the +2 in the minion, and then the corruption +1. This build's pretty expensive, but it does work. So then do that, and then slot this with spirit. Theoretically, like I think best in slot would be a +4 level to all minion skills, and then you would gain another extra socket, so you get 30 spirit in total. I think that would be optimal. And then, yep, that's done. You know, just cast speed is important, increased damage is important, and then level of minions is important. Those are the 3 musts, I would say. You don't really need like crit chance, crit damage, and all that stuff, but it's also nice to have. And then the 2 rings there, the amulet, I allocated icebreaker because we're using the amulet thing. The bonus from amulet applies to your minions. I didn't think it would proc the allocation, but guess what? Where is it? It does. So, wait, do I need to put a point in there? I don't know. I'll look and I'll go back and test it out. If you guys, I don't know if you need a point, but I'm pretty sure it just gives it to you. Wait a second. Have I not been using it correctly the whole time? And see, guys, this is why we do build videos, because sometimes you find things wrong with your builds. I feel like an idiot if this does not count. Requirements not met. Why? I don't know. Okay. Well, continuing the video. Come back to our damage. We have, this is a little bit expensive, Grand Regalia. This is to fix our rarity, because remember, we're not using rings, and we're not using amulets, so we're losing a bunch of rarity. So rarity on gloves, and then rarity on helmet, and then rarity from this, which is how you stack your rarity, would be how you do it. And then all elemental resistances for this one, obviously. Here's my gloves, you know, energy shield, rarity, dex, int. You know, try to get max life, max mana. Like I said before, you want probably double res on it. Belt there again, probably get a triple res, maybe max life, max mana. Remember, these are our health pools. And then our boots here again with increased energy shield, try to get that as much as you can. Max life, max mana, those are our pools. And then undead corruption to 22. This one is actually pretty cheap, isn't that bad. So there is the build, guys. Showed you the skill tree. Now let me show you some damage. And how this build is going to be set up. So first things first. Our Infernal Hound. Oh, you probably should my ascendancy. That's probably a good idea. Going to the right, gain Infernal Hound. And then just left side, gain the max shield. And then max more spirit power. So this stuff up here doesn't really matter. Summon the Hound right here. We got more life because you want to... there is a percentage of this total. Yeah, 20% of the minion's maximum life. we'll do fire damage to them. And then fire exposure, because we're firing them, obviously. And then magnitude of ignite, I believe. I don't know if this procs, because it says it hits if you look at the thing. Ignites enemies, those dealing whatever damage. So I don't know if that procs the Searing Flame, actually. And then fire penetration, obviously, to, you know, fire pen, more extra damage. And then the big boys, the Skeletor Storm Mages, you're going to do 30% more damage. Level skills, 25 cast speed, lightning skills, lightning pen. Now, whenever you swap to bossing, this is what you do. You have Orb of Storms. This is a nice thing to debuff, so you get lightning exposure. The chains electrocute the prime enemies on hit. That's the really important one. And then we swap electrocute for lightning skills right here. So we build up our electrocution right this, and then Orb of Storms will proc the electrocution or electrocute sooner. So then we just sit there and just do damage. And then going down, usually get a cleric, but you know, mobbing, bossing, you just kill everything instantly. And then conductivity, we got Trigger Doom Blast, which isn't really needed. You don't even really need that. And the more important one is Burning Inscription, because you can say Ignited Ground. And then Cursed Ground, so it just stays there forever. You can probably add some more stuff on there, like the 25% curse effect. That would actually be much better. I don't know why I don't have that on. So yeah, I'm losing some damage there. This is why we do build videos. I gotta fix my build. So we're gonna go up here. Basically, I don't know where he spawns. I've never done this boss really. And go like this. Get my stuff back up. And then, I mean, yeah. So that's basically the concept of the build and how I built it. Remember, this is not set in stone. I would like you to follow it, but you guys do whatever you want. You're on your own person. Drop a like down below if you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Peace.